that a dog will follow you till the end of the earth, and a cat will kill you the first moment the first chance it has.
Paws of Fury, a lot of fun.
Oh, good.
Have you watched the whole movie?
I have, yeah.
Okay. So do you like the fact that they reference all these Westerns and samurai movies? That's kind
I
of
know.
cool, right?
There's a lot of little like little things in there. Little, I forget what they call those little like teaser things that they put in there.
Yeah.
Into movies. So yeah, it's kind of fun.
And you play Ikaru, and you're kind of the Laurel and Hardy, along with Gabriel Iglesias, Fluffy, as we know him.
Yeah,
Laurel
yeah.
and Hardy of the movie. You guys are hilarious.
Thank you. Yeah, yeah. Ichiro and Chuck. They are.
Oh,
They are.
Chiro.
Yeah, they are the sort of. It's a little bit of a vaudeville act, We're kind of a little bit of like the Greek chorus, the Laurel and Hardy, one fat, one thin, sort of plays on those old tropes. But it was a lot of fun to do. So yeah.
And I read that you got to record together. Is that correct?
Yes, we did one day where we recorded together. Now, most of it was, in animated films, you do it in a booth by yourself and sound engineer. But there was one day in LA where we came together and did it, and there was some improv, and they wanted to play around with some of the dynamic between Ichiro and Chuck, which was kind of fun. And you don't get to do that very often, so it was nice that we did.
Yeah, when I read that, I was like, oh, cool. Especially for a relationship like that where you have to go off of each other. It's kind of hard to do when you're by yourself in a booth, right?
Yeah. And and there were the great thing is that like with animation, you can always sort of change lines around, and you can insert a new punchline if somebody comes up with a funnier line, so that's the great thing. And so you can always play around with that kind of stuff.
Now, it's a great cast. It's kind of a bummer when you don't get to work with these like legends like Mel Brooks and George Takei. You
I
have Ricky
know.
Gervais.
Well, you know what? I'm actually very fortunate. I got to work with Ricky Gervais on a movie called Ghost Town, which he and I did, the way I did with him years ago. And then I actually got to work with Samuel Jackson as well. And then I rode in an elevator with George Takei at Comic-Con. So that was fun. And we talked about this movie, actually. Oh. He was like, "You're in that Cats and Dogs movie." I was like, "Yeah, you are too." So it was way before it came out, obviously, but it was a number of years ago. But we talked about that.
Okay, so are you a cat or a dog person?
I have to say, I've been asked that a lot. And I think I used to be a cat person when I was a kid because we had cats because my parents wouldn't allow us to have a dog. My wife grew up with a dog. She's a dog person. And I think I've come around now, and I'm maybe a dog person now. And I do. And here's the thing, I love cats and I love cat people. But everyone agrees that a dog will follow you till the end of the earth, and a cat will kill you the first moment the first chance it has. It will kill you. It will empty your bank account. It will steal all your money, and it will take off.
I love it. Yep. The dogs are the emotional support.
Exactly. Yeah. Nobody has a cat for emotional support.
No. They have it to whip you into shape.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Film was a lot of fun. And you and Gabriel were a hoot.
Thank you very much.